This is the car dealership sales training manual, and page 47 is going to make you sick. But what they teach salespeople to do in the first 30 seconds that you walk on the lot, that's designed to cost you $12,000, and you're going to thank them for it. I'm Zach, and I've been in the car business for almost 30 years. And what I'm about to share with you, dealerships pray that you never find out about. This manual, I've redacted the dealership's name, but this is real. And this is the exact manual that they use in sales seminars all across the country. Thousands of salespeople learn these techniques, and I'm going to share them with you. So it breaks down like this. Page 23 is the greeting. Page 31, we're going to talk about trade-ins. Page 39, finance. But page 47, that's the one that made my blood boil, even after being in the business for almost 3 decades. But before we get to page 47, you need to see what happens in that first 30 seconds. Because here's the thing. This one question reveals whether or not you're going to get ripped off. So section 1 is the greeting. Approach within 30 seconds, smile at the customer, make eye contact, say hi, say your name. Have you been here before? What brings you in today? And are you looking for something specific, or are you just looking around? Well, that seems friendly, right? Wrong. But here's what's really happening. Those questions that they're asking you, this is a qualifier. And this is, if you answer anything other than just looking, they know they have a customer today right now. So it's game on. But here's where it gets dirty. They're going to ask, once the customer shows interest, ask 3 questions. What are you driving now? 2, are you trading anything? And what is your monthly payment that you're comfortable with? So you thought that was small talk, but those 3 questions got you to reveal your trade, if you are trading anything, and what your payment ceiling is. They're not just being friendly. They're trying to qualify you. And watch this next part. I'm going to read it. Hopefully this sinks in. If the customer mentions monthly payment first, do not discuss the vehicle price. Keep all negotiations focused in on payment. If they ask about price, redirect. Let's figure out what you want your monthly payment to be first. Okay, so never discuss the vehicle payment. Only discuss the price. If you lead with payment, which you should never do, that opens up a whole can of worms. And all the salesman and the management need to do at that point is meet or come close to that payment, and they can stretch the terms out. They could do anything that they want at that point. They'll stretch the term, they'll pack the payments with aftermarket products. This could potentially cost you thousands of dollars. So this is the move that you need to do. You need to be deflective in your answers. A deflective response to these questions is always going to be in your best interest. You need to say something like, you know what, I'm really not concerned about anything else other than test driving the car, making sure it's the right fit for me, and getting a good out-the-door price of the car, including taxes, fees, and everything. And then we can talk about all of the other issues next. When you say that, you are in complete control, and you're the one that's in charge. Now hold on, it gets worse. The greeting is just the setup. Now we're going to talk about the trade-in. This is a separate section. This is where you could potentially lose $10,000 in 5 minutes. So page 31, trade evaluation. Here's how the trade process is taught. Step 1, walk around the vehicle with the customer, point out every scratch, every ding, every worn tire, be vocal. And step 2, ask them, what are you hoping to get for it? So stop right there. When they ask you, what are you hoping to get for it, this is what's really happening. Whatever you say becomes their starting point. And here's how they play the game next. It says here, deliver a number significantly lower than the customer's expectation. The goal is to create a gap between the expectation and reality, making them more flexible on the new vehicle price. Okay, so what they do is they lowball you on the trade on purpose. So when they have to get up and they have to talk to the manager and they come back and maybe they have a little bit more for you on your trade figure, you feel that you've won the game. But all they did was keep the price of the new car high. It's kind of like a shell game. The more money you get for yours, the less money you're going to get, off the price of the car. And now here's the real game. It's called ripping the trade. It's an actual term that we used in the business. And watch my face when I say the next part here. Okay, so for unsophisticated customers who have not reached a trade value, aggressive trade acquisition is acceptable. Offer the customer $8,000 to $10,000 below actual cash value. Unsophisticated, that's what they call you. And I've seen people come in and they're offered $12,000 on a $20,000 car, and because they did not know any better, they accepted it, and they just lost a bunch of money that was left on the table. So here's what you need to do. It's kind of like the CarMax comeback. You need to go to any retailer that will give you a cash offer on your trade-in, your CarMax, your Carvana, your AutoNation stores. A lot of these dealerships, they do have cash for trade-in offers. Go to at least a couple of those places and get an offer. So when they come back with this ridiculous offer on your trade, you can just tell them, say, you know what, CarMax is offering me $18,000 on my car, and if this doesn't work out here, I can always sell it to them. So that's game over for them. So next we're going to talk about the finance office. And this is on page 39. And this is where the dealership makes the most money in the front half of the store. And there's one practice that they still use to this day that is illegal. Most of them don't even know that this practice is illegal, so stick with me. So section 3, page 39, the finance and insurance maximizing back-end profit. So the finance manager isn't there to help you. They're not your friend. They're a salesperson, and they're wearing a tie. Step 1, Mr. Finance Manager, show the payment with add-ons. Step 2, present options, good, better, best. And step 3, focus only on monthly payment, never the total cost. Never say a warranty costs $3,000. Say it's $42 a month. So there it is. $3,000 sounds a lot worse than $42 a month. $42 a month over 72 months is over $3,100. And here's where it really crosses the line. So quick check, if you're still with me, you know how they control the greeting, you know how they manipulate your trade-in, but the finance office, this is where a lot of the money disappears. And the next part is actually illegal. So in the manual, it says for customers with lower credit scores, tie product sales to loan approval. The script is, the bank requires an extended warranty on your car, Mr. Customer. It's only $35 a month, and without it, I cannot get your loan approved. This is called tied selling, and it is banned in every state. And under FTC law, they cannot require you to tie in products and services into any kind of compensation or financing package. They teach this anyway because there's zero enforcement. No one has ever gotten into trouble for this sort of thing. So when they try this, here's your legal shutdown. You need to say, you know what, that's called tied selling. And it's illegal, and if you don't remove it, I'm going to leave, then I'm going to file a complaint with the FTC. You're going to see them totally backpedal after that. There's going to be a lot of tap dancing, so just be aware of it. Hey, if there's anybody out there that's bought a car in recent memory, please do me a favor and go down in the comments and leave me some feedback on what your experiences were with the dealer that you bought from. And if there's anybody that's in the market for a new or used car and you want my professional advice, go down to the description. There's a Zoom link to get in touch with me for a one-on-one consultation. It's my goal to save you as much time and money as possible. But this one makes me really angry, and it's the interest rate markup. And I've talked about this in other videos. There's a difference between buy rate and sell rate, okay? This is why it's imperative that you go to your own bank to obtain your own financing. The dealership says, yeah, we got your loan approved at 8%. Well, most likely, they got you approved at 6% because maybe that's what your bank is offering you. By demanding to see the loan approval, you're putting them in a position where they know they're probably not going to be able to make a lot of money. A 6% buy rate and an 8% sell rate could be $3,000 to $4,000 in additional money that they're making off of you. If you go to your bank or credit union, you completely take that off the table. And that's why it's so important for you to go to your own bank and obtain financing. So you just need to say, show me the bank approval, and watch the tap dancing begin. Okay, on page 47 of this manual, this is where it gets psychological. And this is where a lot of the manipulation tactics come in. And there's one technique that I really hated using as a manager, and it's super manipulating, and you're probably going to recognize it. This is the one tactic that I can see where people get really destroyed by dealerships. So on page 47, advanced closing techniques. So I'm going to read you 3 of these, and you're probably going to recognize at least one of them. Technique 1, if I could, would you, script. If I could get you your monthly payment around $500, Mr. Customer, would you buy today? And the purpose of this is to get commitment from the customer before they know you can deliver. So that's the #1 line in car sales. And I was taught this in my first day in the car business. If I could, would you? And if you say yes, if you say yes, you've just committed. Now they'll hit $500 a month, even if they have to go 84 months. So the next technique is technique number 3. It's called the puppy dog close. Take the car home tonight, Mr. Customer. Drive it. If you don't love it, bring it back tomorrow. The purpose of this is to create emotional attachment, and the return rate is less than 5%. Okay, they call it the puppy dog close because if you're bringing a car home, you're going to show it to your friends and family. You're going to show it to your kids. You're going to post pictures on Instagram. It is nothing more than a psychological tactic to get you emotionally involved with the car. So that's why the return rate is so much lower on that. It's less than 5%. So you need to be aware of that. So pay attention to this last one because I really hated using this one as a manager. So technique number 7 is takeaway script. I don't think that we can make this work for you, Mr. Customer. This car is outside of your budget. Maybe you look at something else. The purpose of this creates fear of loss. The customer will increase budget and down payment. It's pure manipulation. So they make you, when they tell you this, they make you think that you can't have it, and you're going to prove to them that you can have it. And I've seen people add $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 to their down payment because the salesman said that they can't have it. So you know how you beat this? How you beat this is you have to know that the person asking the questions controls the conversation. And the most powerful word is no. So when they ask you, if I get you to $500 a month, would you buy it? You need to say, you know what? I just need to make sure that this is the right car for me. I need to test drive it. I need a good out the door figure, including all of the taxes and fees. And then I'll decide what I want to do, if I want to trade a car in, or if I want to move forward with this transaction altogether. You deflect, you stay in control. And the takeaway is, if they say, we can't make this work, you say, fine, you know what? I've got 3 other dealerships that I'm working with. I really appreciate, your time. And then I guarantee you, they're going to chase you out to the parking lot. So now you've seen it, the greeting, the trade-in evaluation, the finance office, and the manipulating closing tactics. This is their playbook. And how do you protect yourself? There's 5 simple steps. So the first one is obviously get pre-approved through your bank or credit union. Actually get an actual loan approved. It's going to give you so much more leverage. It's going to turn you into a cash buyer. You're not going to be manipulated by any kind of financing tactics. Number 2, do your research on your trade-in. Go to Carvana, go to CarMax, go to AutoNation. Get a trade evaluation ahead of time so that you know exactly how much your car is worth. Number 3, do not answer any of the qualifying sales tactics. Deflect always. Be the one that's in control. And number 4, in the finance office, demand to see the approval. If they can't, you always have your own bank or credit union that you could go through. Number 5, if they use any closing technique, the if I could, would you, the puppy dog close, and the you can't afford it close, you know exactly what they're doing right now, and don't fall for it. So knowledge is power. Now you have their playbook. So now that you know that this manual exists, you need to know that there are still good salespeople out there that are doing the right things. There are still good dealerships out there that are doing the right things. Not everybody should be put into the same basket. All I'm trying to do is share a little bit of information for you so that you're going to be better informed and you're going to come out on top the next time. So now that you know a little bit about this, you really need to watch this next video. This next video is about some of the tactics that the guys in these dealerships use that you really need to know about. So So until next time, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Oh, I got some merch coming out too. Stay tuned for that. Anytime. Anyway, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.